Yep.
Awesome. Does anyone want to go over what happened last time?
Well,
Since you
You
guys
stole
are
my
right by
fireball.
Targus.
you stole my you stole his fireball.
I feel bad about that.
Yeah, my bad.
Well, Oogs, your fucking your conspiracy theory about them being a coven of wishes pretty much was confirmed. Um,
Somewhat. Our boy Lux kind of helped us figure out that they were the old hags were fiends, kind of
mhm.
just using using some kind of weird soup to, I guess, like
Weird
I don't know. I don't know if they were
magic.
eating the townspeople or what the hell they're doing, but they're using a weird soup to keep some townspeople kind of just like
Docile.
control. Yeah, and then we proceeded to absolutely fucking shit on them. Um,
That part.
yeah, lots of zombies or undead things, lots of them, and now we now we're at things after the storm, I guess.
Yeah, what was the last thing we'd heard was like hundreds of people like crying or wailing or something like that from the town, I think.
Hometown, yeah.
Yeah. I'm also like foggy on this. Did we have a like I don't know if it was last session or the session before, but did we not have like a dream? Like a
That was
collective
session
another collective
four,
dream?
previous. That was 2 sessions ago. Unless
That
we had
was
another
yeah.
one.
That was a few sessions ago.
Oh.
Yeah,
Are you talking about the one about the island
or
thing?
the
Or
crazy
Oh,
looking like evil castle.
okay, yeah, never mind, that was yeah, okay. I remember that now. I just didn't remember what was in it. Yeah. So he came up to Targo, slapped some bitches. I mean witches. Uh, bagged some hags. Uh,
Bags and hags.
um, yeah.
yeah, that's where it ended.
Yep. You guys are more or less in Targos currently, and everything is more or less leveled. There are some tents here and there, and um, there are definitely a lot of dead corpses here. Obviously, you guys just killed a lot of zombies. Um, but there's also people uh, wailing almost in like horror. And one thing that wasn't mentioned was last time Cronus started acting very strange after one of these hags did something to him. He started eerily. You could just
Vomiting.
see, yeah, vomiting. You could see the fear was in his eyes, and he just complete terror. Um, and that same kind of energy is kind of settled over what remains of the town Targos. You're currently surrounded in this ransacked tent. Your magical cauldron that still has some soup in it, and a bunch of dead corpses, including 3 dead hags. What do you guys want to do?
Oh, they are.
Did the contents of the did the contents of the soup like change when the hags died?
Roll investigation.
My character sheet up real quick. Find it.
Yeah. You can see that it. You are now clearly able to see that what once looked like a very like hearty soup stew now has pieces of rotting flesh in it and organs that look strikingly like humanoid organs.
I'm gonna try and like kick the cauldron over and like empty it. Just in a direction away from everyone else, though.
Sure. You're able to do so. And all of the piping hot stew, quote unquote, goes sloshing out across the ground.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. And you were about to lick that off of your sword, or something similar.
That's the blood of my enemies, not organs. Gives me power.
Well, intuition was correct because I dumped that shit on the ground.
Yeah. No, good call. The like general wailing and crying. Does it sound like it's coming from like all over Targos or like in a general direction? Like something might be happening somewhere, or is this just like you said it was horror, right?
Yeah, it sounds like people are wailing in fear.
Oh man,
And it sounds like it's not coming from a centralized location. It kind of sounds like it's coming from all around.
it's crazy.
Maybe we should go check on some people.
I mean, maybe we should just take our pot and like not do that.
Well, I wonder if it has anything to do with whatever's going on with Cronus over here.
He'll be fine.
Maybe it was whatever was in that stew.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Cronus
He can
still
rub some dirt
looks
on
like
it.
his eyes still look sunken, and he still kind of doesn't look 100%.
Is there any place that looks like there might have real food?
In this town in general,
Yes.
roll perception.
Just click the button, right?
Uh,
Oh,
yeah. So you look around you, and you hear a crow croaking in the what? No. You see
Digging into
more or
the
less this whole
corpses.
town. Yeah, aside from the corpses, more or less this whole town has been recently leveled, and many buildings look like they were laying wrecked to a fire. I'm presuming, Lux, that you came from the town Brinshander. Um, and roll history. From your time in Brinshander just less than a 10-day ago, which is more or less a week, but weeks in this world are 10 days long. There was a lot of chaos. There were a lot of people coming to Bryn Shander, and a lot of people getting ready for almost what looked like a war. Um, and then, uh, alarmingly, two things happened. Um, in the sky came a pair of dragons, and these dragons started wreaking havoc all along the town of Bryn Shander. And if you didn't know, your character probably knows this, but Bryn Shander is one of the 10 towns, um, one of the most largest of the 10 towns, and it actually is built on a hill, and it's got a gate that surrounds the perimeter of the town itself. But not only did dragons attack Bryn Shander, but uh, these invisible killers began murdering um, villager after villager. Um, all around you, you saw people getting their throats slit and their legs chopped off and arms chopped off and brutally murdered, just sword through the chest. Um, and when in all this chaos, I presume you left and made way for Targos, the next 10 town over, the shortest distance. But you found it in its current state. So to answer your question, again, there's no food here, unfortunately. I mean, you could go searching for it, but it doesn't look to be a place where you could find a warm meal, so to say. However, these newfound companions may have an idea.
Maybe we should see if the speaker is still around here and cut his throat for stealing the frickin' cauldron. That's out of character.
That is
Oh,
very out of. You're a
Are you
paladin,
supposed to be
aren't
a paladin?
you? Jesus Christ, bro. Well,
Listen, I'm not a paladin anymore. I'm an
Well.
oath breaker. No,
well, if we don't need any, well, like, we have food here. But we'd have to. I want to wash this thing out before we do anything. I don't know how washing a cauldron that makes soup out of pouring water into it's gonna work, but whatever.
it's probably just clean and makes you a clean batch of soup if you start stirring it, maybe.
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 And still in the distance, you hear this wailing. This ominous wailing coming from hundreds of people laying on the ground.
They're laying on the ground. Can I see anyone that's like wailing? Or is it just like off behind some buildings or what's left of them somewhere?
Roll perception.
I want to look around too for that shit.
I have advantage on that.
Psst.
Ew.
Oh, same thing.
In the meantime, is there like anything that we can do to help Cronus?
Roll medicine.
He looks fine to me.
Wait. What the hell?
Vanilla summon.
Oh, whoops. Let me roll that again.
Sure.
Fucking advantage. No.
Oh.
Two. All right. Well.
You walk over to Cronus, and you flip him over on his back, and you slap his face, and you say, "Just get better, forehead," and slap him again.
Yeah, I will do that.
And he's like, oh, and he's like shivering.
Oh, he's cold.
Cold. Is he cold?
Fireball. Let me cast fireball.
Hey.
I get 40 feet away.
He looks visibly unsettled. Warren and Oog, you guys do see someone not too far away. He's just laying on the ground, face towards the sky, and they have their fingers over their head, and they're going, "Ah!" just like constant like wailing.
I wonder what's happening to that guy.
Let's go. Let's go see what's up with that.
Alright. You guys can handle Cronus, right?
Yeah, I'll stay here and keep an eye on him. I say that as I keep slapping him.
I'm gonna yell back. I hear soup's good for the soul.
Well, that's true. That is true. That's pretty true. That is true.
God damn it! Shut the fuck up. Gotta throw a psychic dagger at y'all. Alright, yeah, so I go up to the guy, and can I, like, see if he's screaming because he's wounded, or...
Sure. How about you roll medicine?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll laugh at the guy's like, dark-skinned people.
I also have a -1 in that.
Yo, let me roll the medicine, man.
Sure, you can also roll.
Yo, I got a 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that'll
Nice.
do it.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what the
nice.
fuck is wrong with this guy.
I start stroking my chin with my hand. I'm like,
I thought he was gonna say something.
Stroking my cock over this dude while he's screaming. Like, what, dude?
they need the paladin cummies to overcome the fear.
That's very
Warren, I think
proud of
I
you.
think I know a way to cure this. It's called the cummy.
Lay on cock.
Um,
Healing cum.
um, so yeah, Vorn, you get to this guy, and immediately, you can see that this guy's eyes are just like darting like back and forth and like all over the place. Like he definitely is feeling kind of weird. Um, and then
Other side, professional coming through.
yeah,
I have no expertise in clerical work. Work yourself out.
you go and you kneel down next to this individual, and I don't know if I described, but this guy's kind of just like a commoner. Like he's not wearing anything like super fancy or anything. None of these people that you can see really are. This guy seems to be suffering from some type of like supernatural fear, and like as you look into this guy's eyes, you can kind of see like I don't know, you take like your paladin flashlight and you shine it over this guy's eyes, and you can see that at the back of this guy's eyes there's kind of like this like almost like necrotic aura that's just like pulsing. And after spending a few minutes with this guy, he just goes and he chokes, and he falls still dead.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say there's like a freaking maggot or something back there. I was gonna use disgusting, man.
If you'd like, you could roll Arcana.
Alright. This guy just died. I think we better check on Cronus before he bites it like this dude.
You get the sense that some type of magic is causing this guy a lot of upset.
Yeah, and then he just up and died.
Yeah.
Are you still able to cast that protection spell that you did earlier?
I do have one spell slot left, so yes.
Conservation.
I'm not sure if it'll work, but if it is gonna work, I'd rather use it on Cronus because I don't have enough to go around. And if this is gonna be the result of all these villagers, there's not much we can do for them.
Yeah. I don't have any sort of expertise at dispelling stuff like this.
Neither do I. This seems a bit out of my expertise, not something I've seen before, but we'll have to try it on Cronus before he ends up like this as well.
Yeah, let's go see if he's suffering any of the same symptoms, like whatever's going on with his eyeballs.
Yeah. I will walk back over to Cronus so I can inspect his eyeballs with my paladin flashlight.
Okay. You unzip your pants and take out your paladin flashlight? No.
Alright. The light isn't strong anymore. It's
He's
gone
like-
soft.
It's like, oh, get that away from me.
Stop! Stop resisting!
Wow.
Kronos seems a little bit more coherent than this other gentleman that you just knelt beside. And he
Does he have
holds
the
his hand.
same boogas in the back of his brain cells?
Uh, roll roll medicine.
Metakin. Oh, there's some laggy rolls today.
From what you can tell, no.
It doesn't seem to be affected nearly the same, but I don't know if I want to risk that. So he's just like feared or something? Like,
Yeah, I'll give you another Arcana roll.
oh, that's not the best, man. Give me that nat 20, baby.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you got the sense that this guy, well, Cronus
this
and this
guy.
other guy,
This guy.
yeah, this guy right here, was feared. And you know, with this role, and Cronus actually describes to you a little bit what he felt like he was going through. You can deduce that most likely there was some type of magic that was cast on that one person and on Cronus that made them not only frightened, but made them experience some sort of uh, nightmare that was making them undertake psychic damage over time.
Is it something that I would know that it needs to be healed or cleansed from him, or is it just the after effects of what has happened to him? That he's still like this.
It doesn't appear that he's cursed. It seems like he's fine.
Okay. Seems he's fine. He's just a pussy.
Well, gotta kick a man when he's down.
What do y'all want to do?
I think everybody else in this town is doomed. What I saw on the other one.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
think we can do
there's
anything
not.
about that.
Yeah, there's. I don't have any way to.
Do we just take this cauldron and go on to the next place, or what?
Well, I mean, this cauldron was our reason for coming here, so that was
We're
my
taking.
idea.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna take it regardless. I just hate to think this
So-
entire town is just gonna eat shit in like a couple minutes.
Yeah, there's not much we can do unless we want to bear witness to a bunch of dying people.
I mean, there's always a chance that it doesn't kill one of them. Maybe.
Shall we wait around and see?
I mean, we could probably use a rest of some sort anyway. But I don't know how y'all feel about doing that here.
I'm not adverse. If there are going to be survivors, we could possibly send them on their way to the correct location to find help.
Yeah, where would that be?
Prince Shander! Where they get their limbs cut off.
I mean, I guess we
Anything's better
could.
than here, though.
Yeah.
If we're gonna rest enough, we may as well see them off. And if they survive, point them in the direction of more live people.
Are there any? Are all the structures just like completely leveled?
There's a few tents here, but more or less, yeah.
There's no like high place
How,
where like I could sit to take a rest that I could also just keep an eye over them, like however many people are just laying in the snow.
Let's see.
I take it the speaker's dead.
Roll perception.
All right. I'll take perception rolls all day long. My advantage.
Nice.
So, this isn't what the town looks like anymore. But, I'll just say Ophelia had drawn a small town that looked like Targos. And, I mean, you guys also were here briefly in the past at one point in time. And, you can see that there are, like, delineations of where the town walls are. This town also had town walls, but they're no longer, many of them are no longer standing.
Man, this place got fucked.
Yeah, most of these buildings are made from wood and not from like stone or brick of any sort. But you can kind of see that like there's more or less like higher ground up here on that cliff, and then there's a lake towards more like the north side of town. That's frozen, of course.
Well, if we're gonna rest here, just telling y'all, I'm gonna go find an advantage point somewhere and just kind of keep an eye while we get our bearings. And I'll keep an eye on these, see if anyone survives, whatever. If they're going through the same thing that one guy did. Maybe they can tell us what they saw if they survive.
Sounds good.
Should we look over the town to see if there's any valuables or useful materials?
You can.
You most certainly may, if you'd like.
I would like to do that.
Roll investigation. And if anyone else wants to, we'll just say that you guys spend like an hour doing.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
If you guys want to do tasks.
This is my strong suit.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna look along while I'm moving to wherever is the highest point.
Okay. So we'll start with, I'll just say collectively, you guys begin searching around Targus. And, I guess one of the first items of interest you guys uncover is on the hags themselves. You actually find a couple of strange items, and I'm not sure if you guys know a lot about hags, but there's actually one item that looks like an eyeball, and you find another one that looks like a bag. And as you turn over this bag in your hands, you can see that it's actually made out of what appears to be stitched human flesh.
Fuck. Good.
Does anybody want to
And-
open that?
Anybody want this eyeball?
What are you doing with an eyeball?
It was on the hag. I don't know if this was the other. Maybe this is a hag's eyeball. You know, the one that was missing the left and the right eye. Maybe it's this eyeball.
You can see that it's kind of fitted into a pendant. And it looks very much like a human eye.
Huh. Is it like, how do I explain it? Like, is it still like fleshy, or is it like solidified, or what the fuck?
Does it blink at us?
It does not blink at you, no. It does still look like just like a regular like eye organ. Almost like very preserved. If you'd like, you could roll and
I want to know what it is.
roll me a survival, Adol.
Alright.
If you're curious to.
Just slot that thing into the hilt of a great sword, and you got yourself soul edge.
Oh shit.
Embedded into my weapon, and it starts blinking.
You guys look at this and you think for a few minutes, and then both of you at the same time kind of come to this conclusion that this item is actually kind of like a catalyst for the hags. And both of you have heard or read in some capacity that when 3 hags come together, they form what's called a coven. And
Wonder where we heard that from.
Yeah, I wonder where we heard that from.
And some extraterrestrial force. No, a coven of hags has access to magic, and they can cast spells. And the hag eye is an item that's more or less like I guess like the focus of the hags that are casting the spells. But also, any hags that are in the coven can actually see what the hag eye sees. Granted that they're on the same plane of existence as the hag eye.
What if there's another hag in this coven? They're watching us.
Yeah, maybe cover that up with something.
Is that the only thing in the flesh bag?
No, that wasn't in the bag.
Yeah, that wasn't in the bag.
We haven't opened the flesh bag.
Yeah, are you curious about the bag?
Yeah, that's in that flesh
I'll
bag.
turn the hag eye pendant upside down so I can see dirt.
Lux, you could give me a survival if you'd like.
You could just stick it in your pocket.
Yeah, but I don't want it.
Yeah, kind of.
This,
I don't want it anymore.
you take it in your hands and you like turn it over and trace your fingers across this stitched flesh, and you've also heard a little bit about hags in your time. This is actually, oh hey,
This is actually, oh hey.
Oh, hey.
yeah,
Hag
welcome
bag.
Ophelia. Yeah, this is a soul bag.
Soul bag.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Does it by any chance contain the souls of the people in the village?
So
What? Holy shit! That's why you're the smart guy.
real quick, I'll catch Ophelia up to speed. I think you said that you listened to the last session, but essentially, yeah. The gang all decided to head out to find to pursue this dream that they had, to kind of find these items that what's her face Harpel was looking for, specifically the codicil of void and the Professor Scant. And they took a pit stop in Targos, encountered essentially the town was completely leveled, but they stopped in, they encountered 3 hags and a bunch of people, and mostly what happened last time was this combat encounter. Cronus became very feared and frightful. There's some sort of like the party just deduced that there was some sort of magic that was cast against him, and then there's a bunch of bodies in the town, but right now the town is filled with this eerie wailing. This like
constantly
nonstop.
going on? Oh, okay.
Yes. And Duke went to go and investigate one these corpses, or not corpses, but these people wailing, um, and found that there's some type of magic being cast against them, or there were, the effect was magical in nature, and right now, essentially they're kind of just going through the wreckage of town and finding whatever, if they can find like supplies or I guess anything they can find to help them. Right now, uh, we're investigating the hags, the three beings that you guys slaughtered last time. And the map that's on the screen right now, that's not actually what the town looks like. This is what the town once looked like. You captured it with your former map making prowess. And we also last time encountered another addition to the gang, Honor Lux, as they call him.
In the south.
Yeah. Anyway, this item is called a soul bag, and you would know that some hags do this thing where they haunt people's nightmares, and essentially hags will collect the souls of people into a soul bag, and it kind of like powers the hag.
Does anyone in the group have knowledge of what happens if you cut open a soul bag?
Nope.
This is
I
the
don't
first
think so.
encounter.
Bit of religion work check or something like that? Or is that an arcana?
I'd say either or if you wanna make one.
I want to stay away. Actually, they're both -1. Never mind. Somebody else do it.
Wait, what do we roll?
You can roll Arcana or Religion if you're curious about the soul bag of the hag.
Either or?
Yeah. Either one.
Let me see if I can get this shit here.
I got a 24 on it.
He's distracted.
Oh boy.
So, essentially, you would know that, or Vorn would know that if you destroyed the bag, sure, the soul that was trapped inside would escape. But as long as the soul is in the soul bag, essentially the person whose soul it is will have dreadful visions, and essentially you'd also know that hags actually craft these bags out of the flesh of those who they have hunted or haunted, so to speak.
I think we should cut the bag open.
I think we can just turn it inside out.
Is there a drawstring on it? We can just open it up. Either way, I think we should release the souls.
I wonder if the soul will get back to the body or not. I mean, like we should probably, if we do that, maybe head to where most of the people are and open it, and that way, like, maybe it'll be a little more accurate if it does go back.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't want to just release all their shit out of the wind and it just
Yeah, that sounds good.
floats off. Is there like a, while I was like walking around, is there like a large group of people somewhere?
Yeah, I'll say you're able to find a place that has a large, I guess, population, or, I can't think of the word, like a consolidation of people. And the longer you guys spend, you notice that the whales have started to die down.
More people
More
are
and
dying.
more
Let's
people.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I thought you meant like whales, like as in like blue whales and stuff.
So what, we confirmed people were dying?
Just belugas
yeah.
off the shore.
Well, that one dude that was screaming got real quiet when he died, so I would imagine that more people are probably dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna let's go. I'm just gonna start heading off
Alrighty.
to where I recall seeing a bunch of people at.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
So you stumble across this bunch of people, and you turn the soul bag inside out.
What?
Are you
That little bit that
Yeah.
was in your voice. Do I want to? Yeah. I mean, that's
I don't have any
that's what I
tickets.
think I'll think.
Okay. You do so. And you hear a very distinct as you turn this bag inside out.
What the fuck?
Now he's pissed off at us.
And you're not sure whether or not anyone has like completely regained conscious, but after a few minutes you hear a woman's voice yell, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" It's completely distinct from all this wailing, all this moaning that's just not even language. It sounds like there's someone else who may be coherent.
All right, can I
Sounds like somebody's going.
sprint off in that direction of the woman?
Sure.
Woman in distress.
I follow.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm doing that really exaggerated. Come on, with my hand.
As they're doing
I'm coming!
the rest of you are kind of combing through this wreckage. I'm gonna say you guys find all of you collectively find 10 copper, 5 silver, and 6 gold pieces. So you guys can all add that to your collection.
10 copper. What?
What? Yeah, 10 copper, 5 silver, what?
And 6 gold pieces.
Okay. I'll write that down. Remember that for me.
Oh yeah, fat loot.
You also find a few odd things just scattered about town.
Never heard of that.
No, it's doo-doo.
Oh,
There's shit
I heard
everywhere.
of that. I heard of that.
You find a few buckets, some goods that have been like trampled over. You're able to find enough rations to feed all of you for a day.
Sweet.
I mean, there's an endless supply of people's clothing if you just wanted to strip their bodies.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah, I don't think you need clothing.
I'm gonna take the buckets and
We've
put
just
it on
been
the
nude this
cart.
whole time.
sure. Yeah, you could get 3 buckets.
And we'll put it on the cart.
We can use that to
Or
get
Um,
put it
water
in the
to fill.
cauldron. Yeah.
We can use the buckets to gather water for the cauldron.
excuse
Bless
me.
you.
Let's-
Thanks.
The DM sneezes is just a thunderclap.
Yeah. Ba-dum,
Oh shit.
ba-dum.
That line English real close.
Y'all take 5 thunder damage.
That's how Stints kills us. He just keeps sneezing out on us.
And of course, you find 3 tents set up.
All right.
All right.
I'll go back to Oog and Vorn. You guys find this woman. She's laying on the ground. She's saying, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" And similar to Cronus, she's also shivering, but probably not from the cold, as she is pretty well bundled up. She is shivering from fear. You can already more or less deduce. What do you guys want to do?
Never really figured out what we could do with Cronus's one. Oh no, his was just after. Is hers just after effect fear as well? Or is it actively fear stuff?
Sit down. We could try and make her coherent, like shake her. And see
Yeah,
we
if you
can
want
do
to roll
something about
medicine.
Walker, are you okay?
it. Pretty shit all about medicine, but like.
Annie, are you okay?
Yeah, you guys are kind of able to calm her down a bit
I slap her.
and stir it across
Hey,
the
that's
face.
my job.
Yeah.
She goes,
Shake her shoulders.
bites
Hold
her
yourself.
left and cheek.
God. Oh, we're taking this one with us.
Oh, bro, are we about to fucking Eiffel Tower this bitch in the middle of them? This is some. I said there was gonna be some bonding.
No. She's just tears streaking down her face, and she says, they took my babies.
Who took babies?
She's like looking up at the sky. She says,
I look at this guy.
"Those ugly women, they took my babies."
God, babies in the stew, dude.
Oh my god!
Adol just laughs in the distance for no reason.
Sorry, dude. Funny.
Oh my god!
Adol finds a baby arm just laying in the snow somewhere.
Yeah, at that point, Adolf finds a baby art now.
I wave at her with it.
You guys made some good rolls against hags, and you guys
Died.
would probably both of you would realize that hags
Babies
actually, yeah, they propagate by snatching and devouring human infants.
Much like porn.
They
I just kill them.
essentially
They
they will
never. I hate children.
they will often trick or kind of like persuade, and I use that term very lightly, or very heavily. I don't know what the terminology is. Strongly persuade people to give up their children, and the hags will eat the baby infants and give birth to a human daughter who looks very much human until their 13th birthday, whereupon they begin to transform in the spitting image of their mother, the hag mother, that is.
God.
Mm.
So
Right.
the assumption is that the hag took the baby, ate the baby. Does it still take like 9 months to poop out the baby?
More or less.
Okay, so we can probably assume that that baby's dead, and it's
Yeah.
not gonna become another Hank. Okay.
It just in the
I'm
same, we
sorry
should
for your
probably
loss,
just
lady.
whichever one you didn't cut in half, the other two we should probably
Should probably stab him through the stomach.
coat hanger them.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Christ. Stab him through the
Alright.
stomach. It's all good.
And then she starts going, what they did to my husband.
What do they do to your? What
It's
do they do to
okay.
your husband, ma'am? I don't want to say it like that.
What happened to your husband?
They captured him, and then they used him in a ritual where a giant demon came. And then she starts speaking in, telling the story that sounds very,
Okay.
like it probably didn't happen. That she's probably had some sort of nightmare and has dreamt that this point onward has happened. And it's a story about how they constructed this demonic circle and summoned a demon, and the demon came and began ripping at her husband's flesh with giant claws and scraping out and eating his insides.
Ugh.
It's disgusting. But that's most likely a dream you said that she had? The frightening dream?
This doesn't sound like something that, the way she's telling it, you guys probably would have either seen it happen or, well, you don't know. Because
This
Targus
sounds exaggerated.
sounds a little exaggerated to you guys.
Well,
Okay. Okay.
let's keep an eye out for a
Demon.
random circle somewhere, just to be on the safe side. I think she's
When she
full
mentioned
of
the
shit.
demon, can I just use my divine sense to see if I sense
Sure.
anything within the whatever my radius is? Where is it? There it is. 60 feet radius. Celestial fiends or undeads.
Okay. You use your divine sense, and you do that paladin thing.
I do my paladin thing. Vorna doing my
And-
paladin thing.
I'll slap his ass
Paladin.
for advantage.
That was a
You
plus
don't-
4.
Nothing registers on your divine sense.
Okay. Everything's okay. Those old ladies are gone.
Yeah, we took
You're
care of
telling
it.
that.
They've been taken care of, but
You're telling that to her.
yeah.
Roll persuasion.
Can I roll it too?
Yeah.
I got this, boys. Good thing there's a 7.
Nice.
Nice.
That's what I waste this on. Okay.
It's just like, Here, we took care of it. And Florian is like, yeah, man, and he's like super suave.
He like blinks and it's like sparkling.
Yeah.
All is all right, madam. We have taken care of those.
He slicks his hair back while pucking.
Pull it back behind my ears. Spit my hands, rub together to smooth my hair back.
And then
Oh,
she,
your hair must be so
slightly.
greasy.
Yeah, it's covered in.
she clasps her hands together and she says, "Oh, my heroes." No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
She calms down a bit more.
Pop my collar.
Hair's pants get wet.
You can't tell
And
from the
she's-
snow. They all look wet to me.
I smell a strange odor.
Is that your divine sense kicking in?
It might be
Is it noxious?
noxious odor.
I didn't
She's
think we
now
were that.
open to the idea of a Eiffel Tower.
Were we Can I look around and see if there's fish anywhere? No, I'm just kidding.
She finds the strength to sit up, and she begins looking around, and she goes, "Where am I?" and that's when the rest of the party catches up to you guys.
You're in,
Or
Gesture over at them. Like we found
actually,
someone that's
I forgot.
conscious.
You guys also found some tents. If you guys wanted to investigate those,
Near us or the ones that they found? 'Cause
the
I know
ones
you
that they
said
found.
okay.
oh, I was just assuming that like tents for the inventory kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you could pack them up and take them with you.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Shit.
Sure. Anyone who's curious about the tents, you could roll investigation.
I'm not
think
there,
we're
so
in-
I won't be running it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing I'm with Nibbles, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Most certainly may
just
roll
me and Oog
investigation.
right now.
I'll roll investigation.
Adol and Lux may also roll as well. I said there's 3 tents or 2?
3.
3.
3. That's right. So, one of the tents, Lux, is actually yours.
That's
You
my
walk
tent.
in. You open one of the chests in the tent, and or rather, you find a coffer that's yours that contains. I'm just gonna do this. 400 gold pieces.
what the fuck?
Would have been a shame to leave that behind.
He's just catching him up with the rest of us.
More or less, yeah.
I don't have money.
You also find, in this coffer you had found previously on your travels, a potion that contains a liquid that you weren't able to discern what it was yet. If you'd like, you could now roll Arcana to, yeah, no worries, to try and
That's-
discern what this liquid contains.
That's come.
No, it's
Yeah,
his
you-
happy juice.
Uh-oh.
You still don't know. Unidentified potion.
Happy
Potion
juice.
unidentified.
Between the remaining 2 tents, you guys find 1,200 gold pieces
What the fuck?
and 600 silver pieces.
Alrighty. How do we want to split these up, friends?
Well, me and Oog don't know you found him, so it's y'all's discretion.
Doesn't Nibbles need some gold pieces for his bed?
To
What?
her. Thank you very much. I checked under there. I made sure to.
Lifting scales meticulously one by one. That's a hole.
You also find coffers that contain some items that you guys kind of find interesting. There's a cloak. There's a. I might have given you one of these already, but there's a broom. There's some bracers. There's another pendant. Or is that the first pendant? There's gauntlets, and then there's a cap.
Are they just like normal as like accessories, or
Um,
do we know anything?
I don't know. They just look like
It's glam.
Stuff the townspeople would have had.
roll investigation.
I bet.
I mean, you kind of found these items off of an investigation roll to begin with, but you could roll Arcana. How about that?
Yeah, let's see that.
Oh, some, if not all of these items seem to have a little magic to them.
Magic items.
God.
Um, I'll get back to Ugin Vorin. Um, are you guys gonna leave the woman there? Are you gonna take her with you, or?
So I'm just gonna lean in and tell Ugda, or suggest that he kind of like handles her.
Okay.
I know women, or just not not women. Jesus Christ, but
No, you don't.
people more than you. Um, just people tend to look to faith more so in trying times like this. I'm gonna go look around and see if there's any other people who may have gotten their soul back.
You know, women.
Vorin, roll me just a flat d20.
Get that.
Yeah, you spend another 30 minutes or so looking, and you don't find anyone else who's coherent.
Do they look like they're in the same straits as that the earlier guy?
More or less, yeah.
They're still screaming and
Yeah.
when we opened the bag and the souls flew out, did we see them, or was it just like invisible? Was that what the sigh was?
Yeah, you didn't see anything really. After spending a few more minutes talking with this woman, it sounds like she ate the soup, and that's the last thing she remembered. She
Yes. Doesn't know where she's at, I think is what she said she asked.
she has faint glimmers of these women taking her children away from her. But she tells you that she spent the last 10 days of her life, more or less, of days.
Too bad.
Oh, I spend my whole life.
And
Do
then
you know what's? Do you know the city of Targos, or the 10 town of Targos?
Yes,
Does that ring any bells?
that's my home.
That's your home. Unfortunate.
Oh,
This is-
why do you say that?
This is the town of Targos.
You can't be serious.
Oh, I'm dead serious.
Roll
Poor choice of words.
roll persuasion.
No, the whole point. Give me a second.
Pulls a small dice out of his pocket and rolls it.
You see her eyes start to well up, and she says, "No, you can't be serious. This can't be Targos."
You can believe me or not, but if you start to
Believe
walk
it.
around, I'm sure it'll start to come back and look a lot like the town that you knew, except
She
destroyed.
starts like pounding your chest, dude, and then she falls into your chest and just starts sobbing.
With Ophelia, we need a nurturing lady here.
Do you take her with you, or?
I'll have to take her with me for now. We have to get you
Okay.
back to a civilized town. You need to head for Brainshander. Do you know where that is?
Of course I know where Enchanter is.
A lot has happened in the past 10 days. As far as I know, Brainshander is the only safe haven left, or even has people left. You should collect yourself and head over there.
I presume after some time you guys all reconvene. There were 6 items that were found that show some sort of nature of being magical, as deduced by Idle. Some, if not all of them, are magical. And Hugo, I'll read these for you because you weren't here. There's gauntlets, bracers, a cap, a cloak, a broom, and a pendant.
Cool, what you got there, Adol? You know what these are?
Somewhat. So you can tell they have some kind of magical property, but I don't really know what they do or what they are exactly. This broom's really nice, though. It's like a really nice broom, like super nice broom,
Maybe it's a
It's
flying.
2000.
like really, really fucking nice broom.
It's one of those
Are you
industrial
just saying
grade.
that because it's a nice broom, or is it actually a nice broom? I want to inspect the broom. Is it really nice broom?
I'll let
He's
you
just
guys.
hugging the broom.
I'll let you guys
Those are
all roll
really
me
nice.
Arcanas if you're curious about these items.
I want to know if like the broom is cursed and if he's just like saying it's a really nice broom because he's cursed on it.
Adel's just
Use
really
it to clean
excited
up your act.
about. He's really excited about some brooms, bro.
Rolling like dog shit today.
I'm gonna roll a sonic dice and add it to that.
Okay.
Or can I wait till everyone else rolls? Did everyone else roll already? Okay. Do that then. Fuck. Well, whatever.
Yeah, I'll say together you guys spend another hour or so determining what all of these items are.
Since she's a native, maybe we should ask her and see if she can help out with it.
I'm pretty sure she could.
So I guess first I should say that these chests, or these tents, kind of look like they were from someone. Like, they don't look like any sort of common or like beat up tents. These look like legitimate, like, rich people tents. I'll start with a pendant. This one is actually a it's a cut black gem pendant, and it's while you wear it, poisons have no effect on you. You are immune to the poison condition and have immunity to poison damage, and this is a periapt of proof against poison.
Is it an attunement item? Or is that?
It is not an attunement item.
I'm gonna put it on and tell Nibbles to sting me. Sting me.
Nibble still is going to do piercing damage to you.
He doesn't care.
Dead the whole thing.
The crit it goes down.
Another item is it's a hat, or like a cap.
There it is.
It does a 14 hit.
Why you miss? I said sting me.
Nibbles keep rolling until she hits him.
I'm gonna say eventually Nibbles is gonna hit.
I roll up my sleeve right here. Right here. It's in right here.
Tie it off with a belt. You ever had pseudo dragon meth?
I could see you just grabbing Nibble's stinger
Tail.
and just grabbing it.
It's
Yeah.
like-
Just jamming it into his arm.
And stuff.
Um,
Eyes roll back in his head. Ooh, that's the
When-
stuff. Like, oh, we found out a flaw.
when Nibbles eventually does sting you, you are going to take that piercing damage, but
yeah. I feel alive.
you cannot. The poison does not affect you.
Alright. I take off the necklace. Yep, it works, guys.
The
good
next
necklace.
item, also non-attunement, is a cap. And while wearing this cap underwater, you can speak a command word as an action to create a bubble of air around your head. It allows you to breathe normally underwater. It stays with you until you speak the command word again. The cap is removed, or you are no longer underwater. This is a cap of water breathing.
That's dope.
That'd be really good if everywhere didn't freeze us to fucking death if we humped
Yeah,
in it right
too
now.
bad we freeze to death.
Never mind.
The next item are bracers. While wearing these bracers, you have proficiency with the longbow and shortbow,
Oh.
and you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls on ranged attacks made with such weapons.
Oh man,
I think we should set that to the side for Gale, to be honest.
I don't know, man. I feel like he's not here for weird reasons, and I think he missed out.
Yeah, I agree.
There's 6 pieces of gear and 6 of us.
Yeah, but none of us use longbows.
These can be sold.
Yes,
To-
we can sell this for gold.
To who?
That's true as
Let's
well.
be honest. Where do you think we're gonna find
Oh, what?
someone to sell or buy anything from now?
That
Well,
item
have
does
you ever
require
thought about
attunement.
using a ranged bow?
No.
Alright.
Maybe it could help you out more.
What's the next item?
If I don't
Next
need ranged
item.
bows, I'm gonna pop my daggers up.
The next item is a pair of gauntlets that also require attunement.
Ogre strength.
These gauntlets make your strength score 19. And if your strength score is 19 or higher, they have no effect on you. These are gauntlets of ogre power.
Oh, I think I called it.
Nice.
Nice.
Adol, this broom that you're holding, that you have
Oh yeah.
a very, a very,
Fond
yeah,
attachment
fond
to.
attract, yeah, is actually a broom of flying.
Oh yeah.
Outta here.
It weighs about 3 pounds, and it functions like a mundane broom until you stand aside and speak its command word. It then hovers beneath you and can be ridden in the air. It
Oh
has
yeah.
a flying speed of 50 feet, and it can carry up to 400 pounds, but its flying speed becomes 30 while carrying over 200 pounds. The broom stops hovering when you land. You can also send the broom to travel alone to a destination within 1 mile of you if you speak the command word, name the location, and are familiar with the place. The broom comes back to you when you speak another command word, provided the broom is still within 1 mile of you.
What?
Alright guys, I told you it was a
Clutch.
really nice fucking broom. Can I have this broom,
That's
guys?
pretty
Please? Can I have it?
dope,
Can I have it, please?
dude.
Can I have it? Can I have it?
Are we all together right now?
Yes.
It's all yours.
Yeah, we're out together. Oh
Nah,
yeah.
That's what I want. A
I can keep all
fucking
my troubles away.
flying fireball. Just turn this man into an AC-130, bro. It's just
The last item is a cloak, and it is a mantle of spell resistance, also requiring attunement. You have advantage on saving throws while wearing this cloak.
Oh, odd.
That's
Oh
what
wait,
you're
does the
gonna
broom
get.
require attunement? I forgot.
Sorry, no, the broom does not require attunement. The mantle of spell resistance gives you advantage on saving throws against spells while you wear this cloak.
try the broom out right now.
What?
Try the broom out right now.
What do you want me to do with it?
I want you
Fly
to
up?
fly on it. What the fuck do you mean?
I need what's its command word? Do I just set it?
You can set it.
Let me see. What's something.
Something
cool.
cringy inbound.
Nah, bro. I was gonna say sweep.
What's the
Sweep
word
is
for
its
what's the
command
word
word.
for fly in
Okay.
Spanish?
Volar.
Yeah, there you go.
Andale!
You're the only one that can use it now.
Andale.
Más rápido. Pendejo.
Mucho rapido.
Yeah.
Cummies.
All right.
I'll just say sweet. Yeah. So, I want
That's
to write
the
it. I
worst
want to
one.
write it. I want to write it like a skateboard.
Like a Chinese game.
Hell yeah.
When you guys decide who gets what, I can drag them to your sheets.
Sweet. Well, I got broom.
Okay.
If nobody
like
else wants that cloak, I'll take it. But if somebody wants it, all yours.
I like the cloak or the amulet, either one. Pendant, whatever it is.
Well, I can't use any gauntlets of ogre power, so that's out of the question.
It's ogre power or ogre power?
Ogre. Like it's all ogre.
Ogres have layers.
Like onions. Ogres have
What
layers.
if I pick up the gauntlets and I like walk them over to Nibbles and be like, Nibbles, he's fit.
Nibbles where?
Nibbles, how many items are you tuned to?
Oh, never mind that.
Yeah, I'm capped out on my fucking attunements.
Mhm.
Do we have anyone? Do we have anyone in the party that actually uses strength for their attack rolls?
Me? But my strength's already 19, so I can't use it.
What about Lux? He's a paladin, isn't he?
Yeah, mine's
What do
pretty
you-
high, but
What's your
Hey,
strength? Then?
paladin friend, you did pretty good on the battlefield. I wouldn't mind. You can have these if you're gonna stick with us.
So I was saying I give him 2 mana condition that he actually has to run with us.
We could use someone with your strengths.
sounds good.
I hand them over. They fit.
Go punch something.
Really don't. No. I don't think I have the attuning space.
Damn, that's a lot of stuff.
I feel your pain. I put a hand on his shoulder.
Luckily, I didn't attune to everything I got yet. You can always unattune though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on attuning's
stuff out.
quick. Attuning takes time.
I still have some stuff that I haven't attuned to.
That broom's gonna be so helpful.
Oh yeah.
Imagine not
With my
having.
tie it together with my X-ray wing, bro. X-ray ring. You heard of
Bro, I'm
upskirts?
just-
You haven't
Joe,
heard of
Just
down-
think of all the walls that won't be able to stop us now. We just
Yeah.
fly over the wall.
And I can see through it before.
Yeah, actually. Why are you the perfect reconnaissance? Why am I here?
So where are the other items going to? Is everyone okay with Nibbles having the cap?
Yeah.
Water
I'm
breathing
okay
one?
with
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
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 I don't know if she'd freeze to death diving in water too, though.
No, but now she can hide inside the cauldron and just kind of chill inside the stew.
Oh, we have the cauldron back.
Put it.
If she
put
wants,
it, no,
if she wants,
we should
she wants
do-
some private time, she's just gonna hide inside the stew.
We
She's
should-
like, where's Nibbles? Who knows?
We should put it on. We should put it
Okay.
on Gale's Drake.
What,
Comes back. He's like, why the fuck is this thing wearing a hat?
Oh no shit, right? It's like it's a
Trucker
flat
cap.
build. It's a flat build Boston Red Sox cap. Dead ass.
Who's that? It's got a big maple leaf on it.
So there's 4 items left.
I honestly think he should have the
Those
the bow.
gauntlets or whatever they were about the bows. Yeah, we should give that to Gale.
Yeah, you
Right.
can figure out
What's
what to do with
left?
it.
There's Gauntlets of Power, of Ogre Power, Mantle of Spell Resistance, and Periapt of Proof Against Poison.
Who hasn't gotten something?
Ophelia, Vorn, Lux, and Ook.
Oh, well, then I'll figure it out.
Did you take the poison thing, Oog?
I only
No, he
tested
just tested it out.
I already have a period of disease, so I can round out the collection with a period of poison resistance. Just be fine, I guess.
It doesn't
That-
require attunement.
Yeah, that's
Does
also
not.
something we could just pass
Mhm,
off if
mhm.
we had a need to use it. We could switch it
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, since it doesn't require attunement, we can just be like, you know what, you're gonna swim in the lake of poison today. Here you go.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Wait, since if you have poison, can you just take it off by equipping that real quick?
Um,
I feel like that wouldn't work that way, but I guess it's up to him.
If it had does it give immunity to it?
it does.
It would probably
I
you'd
feel like if
probably
you already
still
poisoned
have
and
the poison, but you wouldn't suffer the side effects as long as you wore it. But if you took it off again, you'd probably feel kind of shitty.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's fair.
Most poisons that you guys have encountered haven't lasted terribly long.
Yeah.
But it is the
You know,
difference
infinite
between
now they
attack with
are.
disadvantage or attack without.
Oh,
Yeah.
with Sin's statement, it's just like it's just like, but now they are. They're gonna
Yeah.
only turns 2 days tops. That's the minimum.
All the corpses fart. Poison cloud ops across
There you go.
targets. Fuck.
Yeah, like all of Icewind Dale is just now poisoned.
Everybody,
cloud.
everybody, grab the chain on the fucking period. Just hold it.
Okay, I'll sweep all our problems away.
So, Vorn, you're gonna take that?
Did you just use the word? Is he flying now?
Am I
I've
taking
been
what?
hovering on it. I've just been sitting on it, just hovering here.
What about me?
Are you taking the,
Poison thing.
yeah.
Sure. I can't take anything else that requires attunement. I'm kind of set with what I got, so.
Okay. So then that leaves the Gauntlets of Ogre Power, Mantle Spell Resistance, and who's holding on to the Bracers of Archery?
Gale will probably grab those.
I'll just stick it on his sheet then.
Nibbles is a dickhead.
What is the cloak also attunement?
The Cloak is also attunement. Both of these items are attunement.
Nibbles is a dickhead. Why are you gonna set the command word to a fucking sound that the rest of us probably wouldn't be able to recreate? Like if we ever had to use it. He's just
Maybe
like
you could
sitting
use
around
it
watching
I
us
can
try and make
recreate it.
noises for fucking hours.
I could probably recreate it with Druidcraft.
The thaumaturgy,
Maybe it's one of those things where we can-
cantrip could probably do it.
Whoever holds it can probably make their own command word for it, maybe?
Is it attunement? Is the cap attunement? Attunement?
No, it's not.
I don't know, burp or something. Like,
You just gotta hold the reset button when you do the command.
oh, yeah.
So if no one wants to take it, at least who's gonna hold on to these two items?
I want the cloak.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll hold on to the bracers for Gil.
Okay. Well, no, I put them on.
Oh,
his...
you gave it to him? Okay.
Yeah. There's also the Gauntlets of Ogre Power, though. I don't know, Ophelia. These look like they do good on you.
I mean,
Go on.
I mean, I.
Wait, do they require attunement?
Yeah, they
Yep.
do.
Yeah.
I'll
They
You
throw,
just wear them for fashion, right?
throw them in the bag for now.
Throw them in the bag.
Throw them in the
Let's
bag
get
of
the bag.
holding for now. I got it.
Okay.
And then we'll figure out what to do with them.
Maybe Cronus can use them.
Hell, maybe one of us could multi-class into something that uses strength. Then you could use them. Maybe I'll multi-class into fighter when we level up. No, is fighter strength or dexterity?
Strength. I
Depends
think it
on
depends on the
what
weapon.
you use.
Yeah.
True.
And then, completely up to you, Lux. But there's also this this potion here that you haven't been able to. Oh shit!
Did you just delete it by accident?
I accidentally spilled it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it spilled it all
Um,
over the place. It's salty.
That
It
you
stinks.
you could ask the party if anyone can identify it.
Hey, anyone know what this potion does?
You guys can roll Arcana if you'd
Yeah,
like to help them.
Oh,
I'll be back in a second.
I'll
Okay.
Arcana for you. You're welcome.
All right.
You
Best
guys,
way to find out is to drink it.
you guys drink it. now.
Wrong.
This is a potion of gaseous form.
Ooh.
When you drink it, you gain the effect of gaseous form. The gaseous form spell for 1 hour. No concentration required. Or until you end the effect as a bonus action.
Doesn't someone have an orb of gaseous form?
But you turn into a fart?
You
Yeah.
turn into a fart, essentially.
Damn.
And you can see that the consistency of this potion seems to look like a fog that moves and pours like water.
It smells like pee.
It smells like pee.
Pee.
I've been trying to add this to your sheet, Lux, but I'm just gonna put it into your lore channel.
I have one of those gassy orbs.
Yeah, that's what I thought we had one of those.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, we still need to decide how we're gonna split up all the fucking coins that we found.
you got enough so that each of you can get 200 gold pieces and 100 silver pieces. Made things nice and easy.
Can you type that out?
Yeah.
Wait, we got additional gold? I thought it was just that 6 gold and whatever silver.
They
Oh,
found it in times.
the rest of the party didn't. You and Born did not.
What? Oh yeah.
The gold.
Did we figure out what the liquid was?
Yeah, it's
Gaseous form.
gaseous form.
It's gaseous form. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a fart in a jar.
Fart in a jar.
If you go
Why did you sing that
gaseous
to the
form
Lonely
and then you
Islands, Mel?
jar the gaseous form,
It's in the box.
It's a fart in a jar, just 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 a fart in a jar. Took off the cap and I took a whiff. It smelled so bad that I had to piss. A fart in a jar. Sorry.
fart in a box.
Sorry. Fucking
That's great.
derailed that.
Yeah.
My bad.
I don't know what made me think of jizz in my pants.
Same word, syllable count.
Yeah. um,
What in the butt?
What in the butt?
I need to work on tuning some stuff before I rest.
you can actually do it while you rest.
Oh, okay.
Why does gaseous form sound like kimchi from Chowder?
How do I tune it on my character sheet?
Are you on?
I don't think you can.
Oh, okay. I just need to know.
Yeah.
Technically, you can type it.
on.
Technically, you could type it into your bonds section.
Yeah. You'd have to manually do it.
Or you
Somewhere.
could just change the bonds title to like attunement or something. Yeah, you know, there's like personality traits,
Oh.
ideals, or bond shit. You could just make it your attunement list. That's actually what I'm gonna do right now. Actually, I know you can.
So, at this point, you guys have spent almost a full day here at Targus. And it's getting kind of late.
I think we'd all established that we were gonna try and crash here for the night anyway,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
or at least take a rest.
Y'all want to make a stew and then go to bed?
I mean, we got it now. Maybe we could try and pour some real stew into these people, and maybe it'll help bring them back.
Good.
I'm real curious to see what this item that you all been obsessed about does.
Oh well, let me show you.
I'm ready to be shown.
Go grab those buckets that you found.
You got
We're
it.
gonna go over
Should
here
I
to the lake
scoop
real
some
quick.
snow?
I don't want.
First.
I don't want to do snow. Let's just grab some lake water.
Alright. I'll grab all the 3 buckets and I'll follow Vorn.
Alrighty.
Actually, Adolf, bring your broom with us. We'll carry the
Okay.
buckets of water back for us. We'll just hang it on the broom and have it follow us.
Alright.
You guys walk out onto the lake.
Yeah.
Gonna have to walk a little ways before you can, like, punch a hole.
Can Adolf just use firebolt to like just bore a hole through the ice?
Should be fine.
Okay. I'll do that.
After a few minutes, yeah, my disc, my roll 20 has been acting up. I'm actually gonna leave and join as well. Oops. Is the music still playing for you guys?
Oh, we're playing
yeah.
music through Ultimate
It
now?
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the bot broke, unfortunately.
Oh. I haven't been able to hear it this whole time.
Oh,
When
You have to
using
go to
the
your
in-game-
master volume. And, like, to the
Yeah, it's
little
still
settings, the little cog, like, in the top things.
Yeah.
You should have a master music volume level. Try to put that all the way to the max to see if you hear anything. And on the little music thing, the
Oh, I gotta
jukebox.
turn down my game volume. There we go. Okay, I got it.
alright. Yeah, I tried to
You can
use
see
the
that something's
bot.
playing, but I'm not hearing anything. I'm gonna reload actually. I'll do it.
I hear something.
It's not even really music, it's just like ambience.
No, maybe that's
Yeah.
funny. I have a football game on, so I'm hearing that more than anything.
Nice.
Word football.
Yeah, after walking out onto the lake, you guys find a spot where you're able to shoot fire bolts into the ice and make a hole, and then you're able to collect some water for
What?
for the stew.
Got
Just
the
kinda
Make some
water.
water.
hang the buckets on the broom and just kind of have
Sure.
it float along with those.
Say it. Say the thing.
It's been flying, but yeah, it's sweet.
Oh, I agree. My bad.
Nibbles, you're gonna
Instead of
die,
getting
Nibbles.
higher.
Oh, Nibbles is gonna dive in the water. Okay.
Nibbles, find us some fish for the stew that supposedly we'll be making.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that.
It is quite dark down there, Nibbles.
I kinda want some bear stew.
Bears.
It requires us to hunt bears.
I have a
Yeah,
bunch of bear meat.
It actually doesn't have
Oh.
bear meat.
Did you just
Oh,
bring
shit.
up the bear meat?
Yeah.
Roll
still have
perception,
that?
Nibbles.
Yeah, it's in my bag of holding.
Thought we got rid of it.
No, I got rid of some of it. I threw like a couple of them for that lizard shit.
Icewind Dale is like essentially a gigantic refrigerator.
Yeah.
You are able to find a knucklehead trout. Make me a survival check.
Oh. Is Nibble's gonna get nibbled?
As you guys begin heading back with the water, Nibbles soars out of the hole, holding onto a knucklehead trout, and slams it into the ice behind you.
Oh
That's
yeah.
my pseudo dragon.
Hell yeah, I'll pick it up and drag it along.
It's actually bigger than Nibbles herself.
What a score!
Good job, Nibbles.
What a great find!
All right, let me show you. You two.
New record.
Alright, you do
Channel.
that, I'll debone this fish and get it ready to pour the soup.
I gotta show you. I gotta show you what this thing does.
I'm right here. I'm
Yeah.
just
Okay. So I'm gonna.
spreading out the thing.
Is there any
You guys-
bits of gore and shit left over in the bottom of that fucking thing?
You take a look, and you didn't rinse it out, did you?
No, I just
I
kind
think
of
it's probably, yeah. It's still there's still kind of like an oily like slick on the bottom of this pot.
It's disgusting.
Can I?
Should we take this to the water's edge and wash it out, or?
Can we just get like I know he's not here, but can you just get Cronus to use prestidigitation or whatever on the fucking soup pot and clean it?
Is he
For
like
sure.
back to being normal?
I don't know if he was he's like incapacitated.
And he just like freaking out. I feel like he wouldn't be able to use it, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's a strong boy. He composes himself.
He just like vomiting like, oh, here.
He just vomited into the pot. No.
God damn it.
Well, I guess we needed some protein.
You return to camp with your water and knuckle and trout, and yeah, Cronus do you ask him to clean the pot?
Yeah. Hey,
He
bud, I know you're
scoops
not
up
feeling
some
too
snow
well.
and like starts like putting the snow in the pot and like
That is fucking
rubbing it.
aim onto a T. I'll tell you what. It's like y'all are married in a game or something. It's crazy. Does that work?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Okay.
cleans it out.
I could have just done that then. My bad, bro.
He's like, oh, gives you like a thumbs up.
I'll ride it back up and start pouring the buckets of water in it.
You do.
Yeah, alright. Dude, can I borrow your rod real quick?
My immovable rod, sure
Yeah.
thing. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm
No,
not gonna.
your other
I'm
rod.
not gonna use it. I'm just gonna use it to stir the water. That's how it works, right? You pour water in it, stir it, and then it makes soup.
You begin to stir the water.
Yeah.
Within moments, hot steaming soup begins to form in this pot. Cauldron.
That's what I remember.
What?
Yeah.
How
Alright,
does
so
that work? Is it good stew?
it was pretty good last time I tasted it. I don't know
Who's
if we
got
can
a
put.
utensil?
Just use your fuck. Yeah, I never thought about that. Go grab the other. All right. So, are there any clean bowls laying around that those hags didn't give people?
Roll investigation.
Do I have anything? I think an explorer's pack has like a mess kit or something. Oh yeah, I have a mess kit. I'll just take out whatever bowl or cup is in the mess kit and scoop out some stew.
No. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it.
You find a stack of seemingly clean bowls.
Okay.
You can always just get some snow and just kind of like pack it in there and
Do you
kind of
watch from?
absorb
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do all that. So, what's in your mess kit? Do you just have like, is it like a ladle and like a bowl or something like that? Or do you have like a ladle?
Let's see, mess kit has simple cutlery, so cooking pan, plate, and a shallow bowl. So I mean, you might be able to say it does.
I'll just use your shallow bowl to pour soup into the other bowls.
It has a cup and a shallow bowl, so you can use either one.
The bowl. I'm not gonna use the cup. I have to stick my fingers into the fucking soup with a cup to get it out. Alright, so I'm gonna take the cup. I'm gonna scoop some soup, and then I'm gonna look straight at Oog.
I look straight at you. I take.
I'm gonna close
The
one of
bowl
my
of soup.
eye. I haven't given it to you yet. I'm gonna close one eye very exaggeratingly and go, "You want some stew?"
I twitch with PTSD as I get my glaive out, and
I'm just kidding.
with my-
Pour some soup in.
I would like some stew.
Are you a hungry boy? You must be a hungry boy.
Hungry
I'll
for
be
some
right back.
stew.
Sure.
Alright. Alright, here. Just take it. Thanks for dining.
Take it.
Thanks for dining with Targus' destroyed soup bowl here.
Let's see what all the hubbub is about with this stew. I'm gonna down the stew.
Sure. It's piping hot, and
Burn the fuck out of your tongue immediately.
um,
Jokes on you. I don't have a tongue. No, I'm kidding.
Shapeshift your tongue out of existence.
It's spicy and tastes like a vegetable stew.
Oh, got a bit of kick it up, but this thing is amazing.
See if I was
It could use some protein though.
see if I was
As I
white, it
dissect
wouldn't
the
taste that
fish.
good. There would be no seasoning in it.
I'm back.
The fish
Welcome
is
back.
ready. You guys want some fish stew?
Just throw it in there. We'll have to let it cook in the water for a little bit before we can do it. We can't just give you all raw meat. Mixed with good
I'll
meat.
throw it in
Come
there
on,
and
don't you know what food safety is?
Hey man, you ever heard of sashimi?
Does this look like Japan?
What's Japan?
Exactly. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but you can't eat raw fish on the cooked stuff. Sashimi is steamed.
Actually, it's
No, it's
Hapan.
You bone.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna start passing soup out to everyone else. I've had enough of this banter with you. Go eat your soup and leave me alone.
But it's still raw.
The soup's not raw. It's hot.
The fish is raw.
You could go cook, smite it or something.
After several minutes of bantering, the fish cooks in the soup as you guys debate over how to properly cook the fish.
Man, you know what I should have done? It's a real shame that I did not get any of those knucklehead trout recipes. Oh, wait a minute. Let me open up my
maybe the
D&D
fish
cookbook
knows.
real quick and find the knucklehead trout recipe that's in here. All right.
Nothing.
Maybe
I'ma
old
call out-
Whitey knows what
I'm gonna
it
call
is.
out to the rest of the party and tell them that the food's ready.
Alrighty.
Come get some stew, lassies.
I'm just like
Well-
laying. I'm just like laying on the broom, and I just have it float me in.
It's elegant as fuck. I am awestruck.
I love this thing.
I'm gonna go over and like wave my hand underneath the broom.
Are you sitting on it sideways like a girl? Your legs crossed?
Yeah, with, you know, my hands leaning, my head's leaning on my hand, got the knee up and all that kind of shit, you know.
Like
Hanging
a,
like
It's got a
girls
picture
kind of pose.
very
nuggets.
unamused looking.
Yeah,
I am not amused.
my suit hasn't.
Here. Wow, I'll pull the bowl back away from him.
Oh man,
Don't you know not to fuck with the cooks? And spit in the soup bowl and hand it back to him. No, I'm just kidding. Here.
yeah, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm just dumbfounded watching him float the fuck away from the cauldron. That's so fucking cool. I say it under my breath.
Velen comes by and she's like, "Ooh, something smells good."
Where were you when we actually had dead things to fucking contend with?
Oh, were you guys in a little bit of a tiff? Looks like some chaos went on around here.
Were you
Yeah.
Living under a rock, lady?
Oh,
We were in a bit of a pickle as I drop a pickle into the soup bowl.
That's quite unfortunate. And she grabs her own bowl and she comes up to you, up to the cauldron, and looks at you, and she says, "Please, may I have some stew?"
Please, sir, may I have some more?
My eye twitches. The old women in their stew, I tell you what, must be the dentures. I'm gonna fill it up and hand it back to her.
Her face lights up, and she goes, "Oh boy!" She walks away.
You gotta work
You
for
get-
that.
She lifts her hand and she says, "Oh, my sled dogs will take you where you need to go."
No, it's not. I appreciate that, but there's some stuff that needs done in this town that I'm hoping you might have some experience with.
She eats the stew. Are you giving some to Kronos and Gil?
Yeah, I'm gonna give some to Gale, and I'm just gonna set it beside Cronus. Just be like, whenever your stomach feels better.
He takes the bowl and he holds it in front of himself, and then his head just falls into the bowl of soup. No.
Don't waste food. Sanji
be a
kicked the
real,
fuck out of him.
I'm gonna be a real bro, and I'm gonna get his hair and pull it back so it doesn't get all dirty and shit.
He goes, "Oh, thank you," and then he starts eating the stew. So,
Yeah.
you guys all have a delicious knucklehead trout vegetable stew
Nice.
with a pickle.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad you heard that.
Really, the pickle really pulls it together.
Yeah, it needs a little bit of vinegar in it.
Um,
I don't like pickles.
So are we long resting now, or what are we doing?
yeah, is there anything else you guys want to do, or?
I want to like walk over to Veline or whatever. Is it Veline or is it Velen?
It's
Villain.
villain.
Velen.
Yeah.
That sounds a lot like villain. I'll walk over to Velen, and I'm eating my soup, and I'm gonna inform her of what's gone on in the town, and like the affliction that the townsfolk have seemed to suffer, and if there are any still alive, if she could go check that out and see if she could do anything about it.
Oh, yes, I suppose. She puts down her bowl and then starts walking around the town.
You can take the bowl with you.
Oh, I'm done eating.
Okay.
And she carries the lantern with her.
I'm gonna wash out the bowl with some snow. Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Okay.
Finish my bowl and take a rest.
Anyone else doing anything?
I'm doing good.
Nah. I'm resting off my tired self.
Oh, before I take a rest though,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to, since I'll get it back anyway with the rest, I'm going to store a darkness spell in the Shield Guardian.
Sure. You most certainly may do so. I was like, where's my D12? And I'm using it as a bookmark.
There it is.
After like about a half hour, you see Villain's lantern return, and she's got two people behind her that are shivering, and she says, "These appear to be the only survivors."
Were they like that when you found them, or did you have to do something to them?
They were like this when I found them. They seem to have had it pretty rough.
Give
Well,
them some stew.
that's what I was about to suggest.
Do you offer them stew?
You know, in hindsight. I hope I don't traumatize them. Yeah, I'm gonna give them some stew.
Offer them stew. Don't worry, there's no bodies in this.
Don't say that. Oh my god.
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
Can I roll
What about
two?
charisma if it's a joke? I guess let's see.
I'm not gonna roll that. Never mind. Let him roll it. He said it.
They look kind of skeptical, but they take the stew.
Okay.
So does
It's fish.
so does the woman that was following you, Ook.
Forget
Oh,
about
I
it.
sent her on her way.
I forget about her too, to be honest.
I thought I sent her on her way.
Oh, did you?
Well, I mean, he's just
Well, I
sending her
mean,
out
I
in the
said
wild.
it, but I don't know. Yeah.
Send her out by herself.
Okay. She
Well, I
went by
didn't send her
herself
out
then.
by herself. I told her, you know, she should head to Bridgender.
She went
Where she would have to go by herself. What did you mean?
What are we gonna do? Escort them all
Hey,
back?
I'm sorry. I know you just woke up and things are really rough right now, and your children and your husband have died. But you should go brave the fucking Arctic tundra by yourself to try and get back to some semblance of civilization.
Oh man,
It's either that or
Is,
you know,
uh,
hang out by all these
is-
dead bodies. You know.
is Bridgender more than a mile away? I'm gonna guess yes.
I think it is.
All right, then
Do you
I
know
can't remember
how
that way.
long it is?
Give me a sec.
I know we've done this before, but how long do you think it would take my shield guardian to get there and back?
Let's find out.
Since there's 3 of them now, then they're not by themselves anymore.
It's about 3 miles, I'd say.
3 miles?
Yeah.
If we're taking a long rest, it's what, 8 hours?
Yeah.
Maybe you can get back in time.
About a 4-mile hike.
I'll say he can get back if he just goes and then comes back. Doesn't stick
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, no, I'll just have it escort. I'll just tell it escort and defend, and then return whenever you you leave them. Then I'll just do that, and then. Well, fuck. I guess they have to fucking agree to that in the first place, wouldn't they?
What do we like know anything about her? Because you guys like brought her over. Like, do we want to ask her anything or?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know anything about her. Never mind. Scratch the shield guardian shit. Who was
Well,
the
we
one who
know
did
she
the most talking
is,
to her?
She's from Targos.
Okay.
The old hags let's just say, took her babies, or
Okay.
persuaded her to give it up. And she was sad about that. And she was also under a nightmare of losing her husband to allegedly summoned devil in the dream. I don't know what actually happened to the husband.
No, I saw it with my own eyes.
So this,
Listen, I'm out of character, lady. Shut your mouth.
so this woman had a horrible nightmare aside from whatever fear that she's under the effect of, and she seems to be okay. She's got some crazy
She
willpower.
seems normal, other than the fact that she's just been traumatized.
All right.
Can glance over the other two and be like, so did y'all also have any nightmares or anything? If they're fucking coherent.
One guy rocks back and forth with his bowl of stew, and he goes, Mike.
Hey, Mambo.
What's your name?
What does he say, Stitz? Merman? Man Ray? Sorry.
Yeah, Man Ray. The other guy just looks off into his stew and he says, yeah.
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 You want to tell us about it, man?
He
Yeah.
shakes his head. Them hags are trouble.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. The only trouble they'll be bringing is to their...
Point back over your shoulder at the fiend corpses, the hag corpses.
He says, I was an honest farm man. And he brushes his nose against his, the cuff of his sleeve. They took my family from me one by one.
Well, your family's been avenged.
Continues looking off into his stew.
Some good stew, isn't it?
He doesn't respond to you.
I walk away.
Tough crowd.
Tough crowd.
So what do we? What's the plan? What do we want to do from here?
Well,
I mean, obviously we want to continue
yeah, we can't really
on our way
to
because this was like a
escort them
side
back.
thing,
Yeah.
right?
The next town we go to is, I think the next town on our path is Bremen, I think, right?
I believe so. If it's not completely ruined, then I guess that'd be a good place. We can keep them with us in the cart until we get there and see if we can get them so we're safe.
Well, if you all remember that so-called map we found in the fortress.
Can I do a history to see if what was on the path and not that I could remember?
Yeah.
'Cause it had Sonnet first and it had the trajectory on it.
I think Bremen is hit before Targos, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you can roll. Bremen was hit before Targus.
It was. Shit.
And not only that, but you're picking your brain a little bit further, and you remember that there's a large, like a snowdrift between Bremen and Targus.
We cleared that the last time we went through.
You
Or was
cleared it
somewhere else?
for one person, for one
Was-
path.
Was there anything on the map that wasn't in the flight path? Were they all being hit?
From your memory check, you recall all 10 towns being on that path.
Did it happen across the Dwarven Valley at all?
What?
And
The Dwarven Valley where Krunar and those other dwarves are.
it crested above the Dwarven
Oh,
Valley.
Dwarven Valley. I thought you said a dwarf something. Who's heard it?
Trying to find somewhere safe to send these people unless they want to stay here. Just ask them what they're gonna do. We can't really take y'all with us. We've kind of got places to be, unfortunately, as callous as that sounds.
The first guy keeps rocking back and forth with his stew, and he goes, Mike, Mike,
Mic drop.
Would it not be the most merciful thing to me to just put them out of their misery?
What's up with you today?
Do y'all want to make our soup a little bit hearty here?
Hardy?
Hmm?
Hard? Yeah. No, I don't think we should kill him. But
That can be a mercy.
What are y'all killing?
Let's give them a good old little head pat and just kind of leave them here and be on their way.
I was getting food. What did we stumble upon?
Oh no, we're just trying to figure out what we want to do with like these like survivors.
Oh.
We could ask Velen to summon some undead to help escort them as well if they're disguised, I guess. Do not look like undead.
well, we
We
can
give
take.
them mustaches.
No, we can take some of the clothes off of the corpse. I know y'all found some earlier. We could take those and. Well, I mean, I know, but Warren doesn't. Let's scavenge the dead by ocean clothes and see if you can dress up their skeletons and escort them back somewhere. Don't know where to fucking send them though.
Prince Shander, we know, at least has people.
Yeah, Bridge Ender's the best bet.
So we'll say that's the best bet. If Velen's up to doing that, we can strip some of these clothes off these bodies in the meantime.
You give one of them the ogre gauntlet so you can beat the shit out of anything that comes up on him.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Or, I'm just spitballing here. We fashion a sled, like a raft cart, like a raft kind of thing, and they sit on it, and we lash it to your broom, and it fucking flies them, hauls their ass back to Brindshanner, and then comes back.
We can only go 1 mile.
I mean, we can also have Velen summon her little dogs to do that.
Well, we're pretty accustomed to undead. I don't know how they would feel about that. But
Yeah. Well, it seems that one guy is just staring off into nothingness and not paying attention. I'm sure he won't notice, but
No, I'm not.
as for the other two, I'm not sure.
yeah.
So
Well,
maybe it's best that she do a skeleton and we just dress it up so they don't notice.
yeah.
Nibbles. The locate object spell happens, and then in your mind, you can see the direction and location of the cap straight in front of you.
The nibbles used to cap.
Those in the water
Oh,
lost it.
Water spill. Oh, yeah. Sounds like metagame. No.
I've got a better idea. Never mind. Noah says dark vision doesn't need it. Okay. I was gonna put dancing lights in her shit. Alright. Well, let's all get some rest and then we'll send them off in the morning back to Brinchander with whatever method we deems best.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get these 3 situated in this tent over here, then bed, rest up.
Alrighty. So is there anything else you guys want to do before you take the long rest?
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
Good.
Sounds
All
good.
good.
Is anyone going to keep watch, or?
I'll just have the shield guard keep. I mean, I only need 4 hours, so I'll just take the first 4. I'll take the last 4. Shield guard and I'll watch the first 4.
Fair enough. And then I will need the regular D12s, D8s. Everyone roll me D8s. Everybody roll me a D8.
Everybody in the club rolling D8s. Everybody in the club rolling D8s.
You get a D8. You get a D8.
Like how my dice landed right at the end of that dick drum below Dugan's hole. It's nice.
Oh, I got a 1. Fuck.
Alright. So, Vern, you said you're taking the second watch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's been a minute, I'm gonna pull Touche out of my cat pocket and just stroke her.
We still have that thing?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I feel like it only pops out like once a fucking month.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Calling PETA on you.
She, does that thing where she, like, scratches her face with her front paw.
Oh yeah, the little cat rub.
Scratch behind the ears.
Is there anything else you would like to do, Warren?
No. I'm just gonna sit here and stare out over all the bodies laying in the snow and make sure, just in case any of them show up. Get up. Turn up.
Turn up. As you play with Touche, Hugh, in your sleep, your nose kind of wrinkles.
I scratch it.
The rest of the night passes uneventful. You guys wake up bright and early the next morning.
Oog is noticeably happy.
Noticeably happy. Got a little pep in his step this morning.
Got a little pep in the step, boys. Yep. Ah, what a good day. Ah. I feel like a good omen is coming. We're gonna have a good time today.
said his nose wrinkled. I thought like when you smell something bad, and I was like, is his divine sense still going? His noxious odor kicking in. All right, well, I'm gonna make a morning batch of stew for everybody. Thinking something light, not too heavy.
Light stew.
A little clear broth. Yeah, I'm gonna start making my way over to the fucking
You
pot.
can't cook light.
What?
I'll go with you. Bring some buckets and get some water.
Yeah. I think we can just carry them this time.
I'm in my room.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can carry this, no problem.
You have your immovable rod slung up over your shoulders. Just got a bucket on each end.
Exactly. And then on my other shoulder, I can use my glaive.
You accidentally, your neck hits the button and the wings pop out. And you just jerk.
God damn it!
Fuck. Eat shit.
I thought it was supposed to be a good day.
Alright, yeah. And when we come back, go to the same hole that they'd all burned a hole in. Grab some water. Come back.
Alrighty.
Okay. Should we try and get some protein for this? Maybe that's too heavy for the morning.
Yeah. No. And I got plenty of bear meat, but you have to do special shit to bear meat because it's real gamey. You can't just throw it in a pot. You gotta handle that shit a little bit. You have to cure it.
Nice vegetable sounds good. I'll pour the buckets in the pot. I'll hand you the. You know what? I'll stir it myself.
You're more useful than half the people I've worked with so far.
As we stir this pot, within a few moments, this warm, simmering stew begins boiling.
My eyes go like big and wide. I'm like, oh, another great cuisine.
Never gets old. Here's some bowls. And I'll grab
scoop
a
some
bucket.
bowls.
I'll just grab a bucket and fill it with the soup, and then you carry the bowls and just fill them up and hand them to people.
Alright. Let's go. Should we go to the homeless camp first?
Yeah.
Alright.
They
I scoop up three bowls.
I'll have to
they
hope it's
don't
out.
look like they slept very well, but
Understandable.
they accept the stew regardless.
You guys will need your strength for the journey ahead.
First guy accepts it and goes, Mike, and then takes the bowl from you.
Well, he said another word, so that's progress.
And
Less stuttering
other
this time
two.
too.
the other two take the bowls from you.
There's plenty more. Eat all you can.
Cronus wakes up and he's holding his head. He says, "Oh man, what happened yesterday? Oh, it's a terrible day."
You got fucked.
Yeah.
Feeling any better, buddy?
I didn't sleep that well, but I still feel like I got a full rest.
Well, here's some soup. I made it by stirring. Hope you enjoyed it.
He accepts it.
Would you say that you're my Sug chef?
I'm your soup.
Soup chef.
All right.
Should we go and ask Dylan about
Yeah.
taking people?
And as
Well,
you say that, she's behind you with another bowl. She looks up at you.
Oh, there, lady. You gotta stop sneaking around.
Oh, I'm ready for my morning stew.
Have your own bowl, so.
Geriatric mess here. I don't call her that. That's some Dazan level fuckery. With an old fool. But here. Now we also have a question to ask you.
Sure.
How if
How many licks does it take to get to the center of Tootsie Roll Pop?
1,256 licks.
What happens if you produce less saliva than a normal person?
2,000 likes.
Don't fucking answer that.
A 1, a 2, a 3.
Okay. Before I was so rudely interrupted and I cut an eye over to Philia. If we needed to escort these people or send these people behind us that survived back to Bryn Shander, would there be any way that you could do some of that
Focus.
the undead fuckery that you do and make a guard escort for them?
She eats her stew and she goes,
It'll save us time for traveling back, I'm sure. Time is more of the essence for you in this regard, so it would help.
Oops. She says, let me see. Yeah, I suppose I could do a little something.
We'll just have to dress them up so they don't get freaked out.
I mean, there's no way really behind that shit, but
she finishes her stew and
And Chuka's ballsack?
yeah.
Oh.
She puts down her stew and puts both of her hands out in front of her and looks down towards the snow, and you can see rising up out of the snow are two skeletons, humanoid skeletons, and they're dressed in the tattered clothing that the zombies were dressed in.
Maybe we should find some
Better
more
clothes.
intact clothing. Yeah,
something that makes them not look like people that used to live with.
we should also probably wrap their faces up.
Oh, well, be my guest.
I'm gonna look for some good clothes while everybody else wakes up.
And she continues eating her stew as the skeletons just stand there, like looking like blankly into the distance.
Could you possibly put those out of sight for now?
Put that back where it
She-
came from, or so help me.
She waves one of her hands and snaps her fingers, and they walk behind the tent.
Bruh. Hope that's not the same tent they're in. I guess if they get scared to death, it's same thing. I'm gonna go find some better clothes though while everybody else does their own
The
thing.
one woman says, "That's my husband." No.
Jesus Christ. I wouldn't be surprised if it fucking was. Alright, well, I'll just go rouse everyone else, hand them some stew, and tell them that we're gonna get ready to depart.
Okay.
While Oog tries to play Barbie with these fucking skeletons.
Yeah. Describe to me, what do they look like when you're done with them?
They just look extremely bundled, like overly dressed in clothing to possibly defend from the cold, but there's really no cohesion to the outfit, so it's really
Okay.
really shitty.
So they're more or less really bundled up.
They're really bundled up, yeah, and then it's like maybe it's like a dress for like the top cloak, just because that's like all I could find that looked good or something.
Okay.
So it's not like your full, oh, this is a great looking outfit kind of thing. It's more like a piece of shit.
Okay. So
I
yeah.
feel so fulfilled.
gonna take this bowl of stew over to Lux and say, so we're making our way up to
I'm coming.
Angajuk Spell. I don't know if you're familiar with that area, but planning on tagging along with us.
As long as we get to kill some more stuff.
I like your gumption. I like the cut of your jib, kid. All right, fair enough for me. Here's some stew. Hey, Oog, are you done with those skeletons yet?
Look at them. They are beautiful.
They're just as Oog has described.
Just sit there stroking my chin for a little bit and looking at them weird. Yeah, they're beautiful, all right.
Don't stare too long or else you'll notice the flaws.
Nah, man, I think this could totally be like this. Set a trend, man. This is the new.
Really
This
think
is
I
a
could
new.
be a tailor after this.
This is a new era of
Taylor.
fashion descending upon us.
You're right.
Maybe we can. What's that one place? What's that place down in the south? Is it fucking Kalimshan? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Maybe if we ever get to head down there, you can make a living out of doing this.
We'll see. I have some plans taking shape, but you never know.
Well, let's send those three on their way back to Bryn Shander, and then let's rally the troops.
All right.
Alrighty. So, what do you tell them?
Tell them pretty much what I told the lady before I thought she disappeared, but she didn't.
Okay.
You guys can't stay here. You won't last very long. Your best bet is to go to Bryn Shander, and we've found some escorts for you. Just follow them. to Bryn
Who are
Shander.
these people? What are they What are their names?
Actually,
don't
come to
need
think
to.
of it, what are your names? I don't think we ever got that.
My name is Terry. The other guy rocks back and forth. He goes, Mike.
Oh,
And the other guy goes, my name's Ben.
Ben, Mike, and Terry.
That's short for Benjamin.
No one asked, bro. Well, what are their names?
This is Boog and Loog.
Oh, okay. They'll take care of us.
The
They
Boogie
will.
and Loogie.
Just stick close to them, and once you get to Bryn Shander,
Those are short for
They'll-
Boogie and Loogie.
they'll depart back and join us, so don't have to worry about them.
Roll persuasion with advantage, because you did dress them up, make them look pretty.
More like
Hell
disadvantage.
Okay. Yep. They're like that. They agree with you and go along with Boogie and Loogie.
Good luck out there, you three. You survived for a reason.
They all wave.
I
And
wave.
after they're out of sight, something dawns on you. Roll Arcana.
Don't have stuff dawn on me. What the flip? Okay, hold on. Arcana's not the best here. Let's see. Arc. There it is. Come on, please be good. Hell
As you, well, at one point you look over at Harpel, and she's like leashing up the undead dogs, and you can kind of see her like pat each one in this like necrotic energy, kind of like wash off of her hand as she pats each dog, and it dawns on you that after 24 hours, these things are going to go feral and just start attacking
Really?
anything in sight.
Oh my god.
Well,
Should put the ogre gauntlets on one of them.
Hey, but they'll probably make it to Brinchander.
They'll
yeah.
make a British Chandler and you know,
Oh my god.
And we'll just say they live happily ever after.
Did you
you
not want to
know,
stop them?
it's only 2 skeletons, you know.
Yeah, provided they make it to
Command those
Brinchander
skeletons.
within 24 hours.
I mean, they should make it within 24 hours. It's just what do the skeletons do after that?
Just have them go far away.
Velen.
Yes.
What did you tell those skeletons to do after they got to Brinchander?
Oh, I suppose I just told them to stand there.
Oh shit. I guess we'll.
The-
I'm sure they can handle. They survived 2 dragons. They can survive 2 skeletons.
Camera pans to the entrance of Brinchander with 2 just bundled up skeletons just standing at the entrance.
Well, the good thing is, if they go feral, they're so wrapped the fuck up, they can't really do anything. It's not like they can bite people or scratch them.
They don't
just...
have weapons. Their scratches will be muffled by all this shit.
Just
they put
imagine
on them.
like 2 of the marshmallow men just like running through Brinchander trying to attack people.
No.
Oh, a lesson we can take with us on to Bremen if we find survivors.
So, yeah, now that everything's all squared away, what do you guys want to do?
Alright, well I'm gonna have I'm gonna pour some of the soup in my water skin.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, we should load this thing up. Do
And
we have
then
enough
have
room?
the shield guardian pick the cauldron up and carry it
Okay.
and set it inside the cart.
Okay.
I didn't empty the soup, by the way, so it's just a cauldron full of soup in the back of the cart. So if y'all are hungry while we're making our way downtown, feel free.
Fucking ass. Faces cast.
So the cauldron's actually taking up space that 4 people require to be in the wagon.
Oh.
So right now the wagon is no longer able to accommodate enough people. Markel just stands there with her hands on her hips and she says, "How am I gonna fit in there?"
You had your own sled dogs, didn't you?
She just looks at you.
I mean, you got here completely separate from us. I just assumed that was the way you were gonna leave.
I mean, if need be, I can just kind of have the broom fly me along with you guys. Just chill outside.
I can ride my mount.
Yeah.
My spiritual.
Then
mount.
I guess Ophelia's back up
Yeah.
with me. So that's 4 taken
Pally
care
Bros
of.
on our war horses.
Yeah, warhorse next.
Oh,
to
Jenner's out there too, so that's 5 people.
Then yeah, if you guys
He also
ride
has
beside the
his
cart,
speed.
essentially with the cauldron in the cart, only 2 can fit inside and 2 on the outside. But
I guess we have to put the 2 T-posers on the inside.
you know what? No, it could be more. It's like 4 on the inside, 2 on the outside.
So 6.
Yeah.
Can Gale not just like ride his dragon? His
I think he
drake?
can. I think he
We'll put
might
the
be
other
able to.
T-poser in there. I
Gale,
prop Cronus against the wall of the cart between the cauldron, so he doesn't move too much.
Cronus is like, stew.
We're falling in now.
Are her dogs pulling the sled? Or the cart?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I will have put the shield guardian back into Gale's portable hole. It'll
Okay.
have his head slung down. I'm gonna have it slung on the side facing Ophelia, and I'm just gonna have it stare at her the entire time we're riding.
Okay.
Wait, what?
The shield guardian head is staring at you. It's like a clipped onto. Did you clip it onto Gale?
No, I clipped it onto myself.
It's clipped onto Vorn.
Why does he have just the head?
You put it in a portable hole, and Gale rides beside the cart. He's T-posing, and his strike is also T-posing. It kind of just like skids in the snow. It looks like it's kind of like prancing in the snow, but it's like prance, slide, prance, slide. It almost looks like a ferret that's like sliding in the snow.
Yeah, Iceville has really bad ping.
We're landing.
So, your guys' next destination is Bremen?
I believe that's where we're going, yeah.
Yeah.
As before, there's a big drift of snow, but if you're trying to find the specific path, you guys can kind of roll perception if you'd like. See if we can. Or survival.
I'd rather
I'll
roll
fireball his
survival.
way through the fucking. What are we rolling? Perception or survival?
Nice.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Perception and where survival?
Or, yeah, you choose your pick. God damn it.
Oh, fuck you too.
Another 10.
Bruh.
And your airport.
At least these aren't nat ones. Nice. That 21 was clutch. Nibbles, you fly ahead and you're able to kind of discern like where the shield guardian punched through last time. Making your journey to Bremen about normal distance. You can probably make it there in a couple hours, I'd say.
Just whenever Nibble sends images, I just haven't thought in my head of it's just us like rolling our eyes into the back of our head, just like I'm getting a vision.
Ah!
Seizure. I'll look up and nod at Nibbles. And flick her a gold coin.
Dude, you want wisdom trip? Fuck yeah.
You guys are able to punch through this snow
Yeah, that's a good card.
and make it. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh no, prepare for thunder damage.
Oh.
No, it passed. You guys make it to Bremen without that much trouble.
I'm gonna grit my teeth and wait for the such devastation in front of me.
How's it looking?
What a fucker.
Any smoke visibly on approach or anything?
So as you arrive at Bremen, you notice that everything has also been leveled similarly to Targus.
Unfortunate.
You also how about no, I'll just give this to you. You'll also remember that this is where you met with Warthar's mom last.
Mommy.
Yeah.
You guys have
I
been
don't
here
think
before.
who was there, so for that one. Or wait, no, maybe he was. I don't remember.
I love when they mix ambient animal noises in with the music.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Man.
Bunch of dogs.
I like to imagine they're just like picking dead bodies.
Yeah. This town is very silent.
Are there any living people whatsoever?
Yeah. We just arrived.
Signs of life or movement or anything.
More or less what Ophelia said. Or roll perception.
There it is.
What an annoying rules.
You look over the wreckage and you see remnants of gore and what once was life in the town, former town of Bremen. It's been days now since the dragon attack, and a lot of things are covered in snow at this point. But you do still see remnants of the same carnage of both the Duergar raid as well as the dragon attacks.
A pity.
Yeah. Let's not get into too in this town like we did the previous ones. But
I
it doesn't
agree.
look like there's much left.
Guess we should just keep moving on then.
Yeah.
Or how long has the travel taken from Targos?
That was a couple hours.
Like 2 hours?
Yeah.
Alright. We still got some dim light to burn. Should we just head for our destination?
I mean, it's gonna be a. Looking at this map, it's gonna be a lot of nothing. Hopefully,
You don't know that.
nothing. Hopefully,
Hopefully.
nothing. On
There's
our
a
way.
giant penis in the way.
Well, I think we can make it our destination if we go slightly eastern a little bit to avoid the giant penis.
I agree. We don't
Travel
want
up
to
the
mess
side of
with
the
that.
shaft.
Yeah.
We might catch like
So-
some stray hairs or something, but that's about it.
Some dick dander.
As you guys discuss these plans, the sled dogs bark.
They bark and they're
man.
skeleton.
The fucking immersion. Immersion.
Like the skeleton ones.
Yeah, well, as soon as we're still in the cart and we're pulling out to Bremen, I'm gonna yell back in the cart and let everyone know. Well, fuck, there's only 2 people in there. They're T-Fed.
All aboard.
I think Ellen is in there too. Though.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Just
since
looking at
everyone
this.
else is outside with us, I'm just gonna look around and ask if anyone wants to like take a break, do anything, or are we
someone.
just gonna barrel into that gesture out into fucking nothing?
Well, you know what my opinion was?
Just keep moving.
Keep moving while we still have some dim light,
Yeah.
or we can just hang around for the rest of the day and start anew.
Did we
after,
did we pack up
fresh
any of the
rest.
did we pack up any of the tents?
No. I don't think we did. Did we?
Just left them there.
I mean, I have a tent, but I didn't pack up the other ones.
That's fine. I'm gonna take whenever the next time we stop to take a break, I'm gonna take the cauldron out, and then I'm going to. Well, I don't want
We can
to.
always drink
I'm
this.
trying to make a room in the cart and everything, but it's like being out in the wild and having food just out, like everywhere. I don't shit coming up on us in the middle of the night. But are there any like do I see like any sort of like there probably is not going to be any tents just sitting out in Bremen anywhere, is there? Maybe it was like a vendor stall, or probably not out in the open since it's snowing all the time.
You could spend some time investigating, see if you find anything.
Let's do it. Let's stop here and make a quick supply run. Scavenge before we head out into that shit.
Good. Alright.
Make it brief. So we can sit here so we don't waste more time. I don't know when the next
This
time
will be our last stop, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's take a look. Fuck.
A second.
My eyes are closed.
Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that with that. But it doesn't fucking matter, does it? Anybody else?
Huh?
They're trying to investigate the town for some supplies.
Mm.
I'm looking.
See if you can find anything that would offer like shelter while we're out, like maybe like some tents or anything.
I'd look.
How big is Brimton of a town anyway? I don't remember.
On the smaller side.
It's on the smaller
But
side.
this is the town that had the 5 different taverns.
Oh,
Oh, the man that
5 different
fixed
taverns. I
my
thought that was.
Yeah, the man that fixed your map.
I thought that was care coding.
He added the shadowing to the VTubers.
Yeah. So Lux, you're familiar with tents. You know what the tent looks like. You find what looks like a wreckage of a would-be general store, and you spend a few minutes digging, and you're able to procure a tent kit, a singular tent kit, amongst a bunch of other rubble.
All right. Ambience got really loud.
Yeah, it did.
Warm vibes.
yeah. Kind of the reason I don't want to stay in this town too much longer.
Is there anything
There are
else you
people
guys
here.
want to do?
Surprise.
Nah, I think we're just gonna do a quick scavenging and then keep on going.
Then move on.
If everyone else is cool with that consensus.
Yeah, I'm cool with moving on.
I didn't find anything of value.
I didn't either. Alright. Let's make our way to the ball sack. Bell sack. Whoops.
Ball sack. Oh, I mean, ball sack.
The one with this the name, not the actual big blue ball sack to our left.
The left nut.
At this point, it's about dim light. It'll probably take you like a day, and like you'll probably make it to Belsac, at like in like the morning of the second day.
Okay, let's go as far as we can before we need to stop.
Yeah, I agree.
Get the fuck out of this town. You just creep me out.
I don't know if you guys have anything you guys want to talk about as you travel, but it's pretty barren. It's been a while since you've been out this way.
Yell over at Lux. So there's this question we ask everyone when they in the party. But I gotta know, gotta wonder. What brings you to Icewind Dale?
Ran into some trouble. And that's all. I'll elaborate on it for now.
Fair enough. I think a couple of us have.
Him.
Double's my middle name.
What's your last?
Swear to God, Oog. Oog trouble. What?
Double.
Dude, trouble double. Well, that's canon now.
No, the last name's Man.
Dude, trouble man.
Trouble man.
Yep.
Double man.
You sound like a C-list victim or villain, bro.
No, my dad's name was Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, trouble
No,
gay doesn't really
Did
run.
he sing about how mountains aren't high enough?
He's clearly never been to Icewind Dale, has he? These mountains suck.
These
You
mountains
see
are
those
plenty
mountains?
high.
You can climb those mountains.
Eventually, baby.
We did, barely.
Hey, you can climb those mountains.
I can throw a football over them mountains.
What's a football?
I kick Goog in the groin.
That's his trouble. That's his troubled past. He was a quarterback for it. And now he made his post as quarterback.
He was
to go to the north.
juicing in the locker room.
Yeah.
It was just a joke. Just a prank, bro.
We try and
We
alleviate
play
this
soccer around
dull, boring, like the expanse of snow that we find ourselves in often with a little light humor.
Just then there's like a glint in the sky, and the whole world goes like dark for just a moment, and you hear the like flapping of wings of a giant beast. Roll perception, all of you.
I dive in the snow
Is my bow gun going
and I don't
off?
and I don't come out.
No,
Okay. I didn't know if it was in range or not. Perception.
it's pretty far up.
God, that's a bunch of trash.
Oh, okay.
I mean, would I notice this because we encountered this sound before, or you know?
You guys make out just what appears to be the shadow of a dragon flying to the northwest.
That's
Nibbles.
not bueno.
It's
And
Cronus.
right,
A snow mine.
right as that figure passes, the sun, right before it sets, seems to glow the brightest across the land. And in the snow before you, you see what appears to be the remains of a carcass of a polar bear, completely picked clean, nothing but bones.
Wait.
And I think that's where we're gonna end for today.
Oh
You
boy.
son of a bitch.
Ophelia's
I'm
My
sorry,
eyes
Ophelia.
hurt like.
I'm sorry.
Oh
damn
man.
I
Dragon's
completely.
Dragon's gotta eat.
Son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
Oh man, that's too good.
Ugh.
Oh, whoops.
Knock knock, who's there? The consequences of my actions.
Hey,
Fuck.
there's a reason why I did it.
I thought it was Valiant. Personally.
Better to die in freedom than in captivity, am I right? Fuck.
Yeah.
Was it freedom when it was under a command spell?
It was
No,
under
I
duress.
I didn't use command on it, did I?
Yeah,
No.
I bet you did it. No.
He
I
did
thought
it.
you did because
No, I persuaded it.
well, some kind of command or something.
It's either animal handling or persuasion.
Oh man,
Too
that's
good.
a good one. That's a good one,
Whew.
bro.
Yeah, he made it kind of far at least.
Yeah, halfway to the bell sack and choked.
And take the shot.
Oh man.
We did ask Bellin to reanimate it. Maybe they'll remember us.
Yes. Like that. What was that movie that Natalie Portman was in it? Where they're in that. Oh fuck. What was it? They go to explore this like area that's got like a phenomenon around it or whatever, and it's like the flora and like the plants are like merging with animals and stuff. like carcasses and dead things are kind of like merging together. So there's this polar bear, or this just bear in general, that's like half zombified, but growing out of the side of its face is like the face of like one of their dead like squad mates, and it's like talking in their voice to try and like lure people. It's crazy.
Oh man, that's creepy.
I'll have to find it. The whole thing was really nuts. Stop recording here. Thanks for the session, Stints.
Yeah, no problem.